Hey, what's up, everybody? You guys hear me? Oh, is it getting big? Yeah, all right. How's it going? Hope everybody's doing good. Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Meatball is in the house. Hope everybody's doing good. I got the phone lines open. Anybody wants to call in? Topic today is why we broke up. Call in, tell me why you guys broke up, and I will judge you accordingly. Kane Perryman, give you a shout out. What up, Kane? How's it going, bro? Think about dropping a call in. I'm gonna post in the Discord that we're live too. Give everybody a second to get here, I guess. How's it going? Feel free to drop in the chat and say what's up. Hey, is that the Pringle guy? I am the Pringle guy. That's right. Hey. Oh, it says they hung up. I'm going to call you back. Guess what? Oh. Oh, they're calling back right now. Hello? Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Drop. Oh. How's it going, boss? Sorry about that. Hey. Yeah, I can hear you. How's it going? You can just call in. Our topic today is why we broke up. So you can just tell me a story about why you broke up with someone or why you got broken up with. And I'm going to go ahead and throw a judgment down on that. Oh, it says they can't hear him again. What the fuck? Okay, 1 second, bro. One second. All right. Okay, can you guys hear the caller now? Let's see. Can you start talking again, bro? I literally fixed this yesterday. I don't know why it's fucking up.
Is it? It's not on my end, is it? I got a headset on.
It would definitely be my fault. Oh, I think they can hear you. All right, cool.
Is this Mr. Meatball himself?
This is the Meatball. Absolutely.
Yes, sir. Okay. All right. So this man, I can't tell you how many times I watched you when I was like shitting or whatever, even like right before I jacked it. But so what can I say and can't say?
No, go for it. There's no fucking rules here.
Oh no shit. Okay. All right. So about a breakup. Well, I've had a couple of them. I'm a 26. No. I'm 27, going on 28-year-old Bosnian male. Well, that gives no context. My last relationship, how do I put it? I've got a very high sex drive, right? And I was very into feeding my ego with as much sex as I could get, right? With females, of course. And
you're a cheater, is what I'm hearing. You're a cheater, sir?
Not necessarily. So
yes, the answer is yes. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
I would ask to like bang her sister with her, you know, like shit like that, you know, or her friend with her.
That's
shit
maybe
like that,
worse.
because I've been successful at that multiple. Yeah, it is worse. But see, I was like 21, my last relationship, you know, like my dick was working in a weird way, man. And now I've been like celibate for 6 months, so it's like a complete 180, you know. I don't even beat my shit. Well, unless I watch your videos.
Oh man, that's 2 times now. Okay. So
yeah,
what? So that is that what caused the breakup, or was there something, or was there an incident?
There was an incident. Yeah. We went through. I'm very persistent, right? I was a manipulative guy, right? And I wasn't aware. I wasn't very conscious of like how manipulative I was. It was just kind of how I operated, and so me being persistent, I ended up talking her into doing the threesome, right? But when we did
with someone or with her sister?
No, just someone. No, no,
Oh,
no
okay.
family members.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, that was yeah, that one was pretty extreme. It was like the Adderall. Like I would get high on Adderall, and then I would just want to like fucking fuck shit all day. I would just want to fuck something like.
Drugs are involved.
So I got freaked. Oh yeah. Oh fuck yeah. Absolutely. And that's the thing is now I'm sober, and it's a big difference. But yeah, we ended up going through with the whole threesome thing. And this is mind you, this is like the only girl that I actually even like. I don't know if I was in love because I did that fucking wild shit, but if I was, it had to have been her. Like that was the only thing that I actually felt feelings for in my life. Um, but yeah, so when we did it, I just felt the connection just split. Like I felt it before the nut, the orgasm, even happened. So
It's
yeah,
just
it was
the
over after that.
act of the threesome effectively ended the relationship for you, is what you're saying.
Yeah, she didn't. I felt all of her respect for me like deplete, and I feel like that was her last hurrah. Like, fuck off. So yeah, she didn't respect me after that, which I'm surprised she ever did. But yeah, that
we
was
don't
my
know that.
fault, man.
We don't know that.
But,
We don't know that she did.
yeah, no. Yeah, I've done a lot of weird things sexually, man. I've used to have a girl live across my street, and I would give her. She would ask for cocaine, but I would just. It wasn't cocaine, and she'd come over, and I would put my dick out the window, and she'd get going, man. She'd get going. That happened so many times, man. So many times. So how am I supposed to not live like this when you're getting your pee-pee, you know,
That's a fair point. All right, bro. Thanks for calling in. I appreciate you.
All right, brother.
Have a good one. Everything was going okay there for a second, and then things went left so quickly. That's okay though. I mean, that's just how it goes. That's the nature of the show. You know what I mean? That's how it's gonna go. Hey, thanks for the stars. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you very much. It didn't even say who sent that. Let me look. Okay, Johnny. Thanks, Johnny. Thanks again, bro. Thank you. You sent stars last time, right? Yeah. Excellent start. All right, lines are straight open. Anybody that wants to call, we can get right into it. Let's do it. Man, that was 100% his fault. I mean, I thought at least that was clear. Can't sub until February 11th. That's all good, bro. Appreciate it. Thanks for coming back and watching. Hope you're doing good, Dash. When drugs are involved, weird sex things are sure to follow, but I didn't know it was like sequentially in a separate story. It was going to happen like that. That's fine, you know? That's fine. I decided I maybe being too nice to callers. I think I need to start leaning Judge Joe Brown, maybe getting a little stern with these people. It doesn't make sense because it's not the truth. You know what I'm saying? Oh, here we go. We're getting a call. You are on with the meatball.
Hi.
How's it going? How are you?
Doing, man?
It didn't say, I answered before it screened. Can I get your name?
Your great auntie Meatball.
Oh, hello, Tashi. How's it going?
It's going good.
It was remarkable that I couldn't hear that was you.
There's just a lull, but I have like some recent breakup story that's not my own.
I would hope not.
As you know, I started a new job recently, and this girl that I work with is like going through some really crazy stuff with an ex of hers.
Oh, okay. I remember you mentioned this. Go ahead.
You know the story, but I'm just gonna say because there's a lull, and it's interesting. So I just started this job about a month ago, and this girl that I'm working with, she started about a week after me. So we're both pretty new. So we get along really well. We talk pretty often and stuff like that. And she tells me that she's like stressed out and she's got a lot going on in her personal life. And I'm like, oh crap, what's going on? And she's like, well, this guy that I dated for a few months, I ended it at like just under a year ago. She's with a different guy now. So they were just like talking, and they like went on a few dates, like 3 or 4 dates. And she said that he and her were getting to like some intense arguments and stuff like that, and she just like didn't really want to fuck with him anymore. So she like kind of ghosted him. So she just like blocked him on everything. She blocked his number, Instagram, Facebook, all of that. And she sent him an email, and she was like, "Hey, I blocked you on everything. I don't want to see you anymore.
That
Not
seems
interested.
respectable. An email
It's been
follow-up seems
cool."
fine.
Yeah. Yeah, she's like, "It's been cool, but I'm like, I'm out. I'm done." So then this guy, it turns out he works for the same company as her. So he works for the same company, not in the same department, but we work for a pretty large company in the area. So then he just keeps on emailing her and calling her from like a calling app, like a phone app. He keeps calling her since she blocked his regular phone number. He's like emailing her and calling her, and he's like harassing her. Like, she showed me a couple of the emails where he's like, "You're a stupid bitch," and all this crazy stuff. And he's like trying to find out about her baby's dad. Her baby's dad is he's in law enforcement. He's like an officer, pretty high up there. And she's trying to find out information about her kid. She's like a 2-year-old. I'm like, dang, that's crazy. She's like, yeah, I barely went out with the guy, and he's like trying to like dig into my personal life and stuff like that.
It's crazy that he's been like stalking her longer than they've been together. Like, they were only together for a couple months, but he's been on it for like over a year.
So he's like stalking her, and she's like sending him emails back saying like, "Hey, can you please leave me alone? She's even said to him like, "You're harassing me right now. I'm done. I don't want to pursue this anymore." And so she gets the police involved. Because the guy will not leave her alone. She has the police serve him a restraining order. And since it was actually like the police from the job, so our job has a police department within it. So the job's police department served him papers and everything. And it turned out the guy was like on his way to becoming like a supervisor / manager, like going up the ladder and stuff like that. Yeah, since they served him at his workplace, they're like, "Oh, he's on administrative leave right now, pending investigation. Like, he's about to lose his whole job and everything."
He should though. Fuck him.
Because he wouldn't leave her alone.
Yeah, fuck him.
Because he was like texting her and emailing her like on the clock, like on a weekday during like 10 o'clock, 1 o'clock. Obviously, you're working during that time.
That's wild. It can happen to anybody.
Yeah,
people fucking suck.
Yeah, I've never heard of anyone like I've never known anyone that got stalked like that. And like, she met him on Instagram and shit like that. Like, he just randomly started like DMing her and stuff like that. So
that's wild.
It's just wild how crazy it is, like dating online and shit like that.
Okay, I got another call right now. Thanks for calling.
All right.
Bye-bye. Oh, same caller from Monday. What's up, dog?
What's going on, man?
How you doing?
Doing pretty good, man. You don't look as sweaty as you did on Monday.
I got to get ready a little better. I like got home maybe 5 minutes before the show started last time, so I was like on the rush. I am still hot though, if I'm being honest. I also figured out I was wearing the robe backwards, so now it's much more comfortable.
You couldn't tell.
Hey, thanks for the sub, Luke. Let's go. Enjoy the subscriber comps. Oh, Emily, thanks for the stars too. Sorry to cut you off, bro.
No, you're good.
So you got a breakup story? Let's hear it. What happened? And I'm going to tell you whose fault it was.
Oh, everybody will be able to tell. No, all right. So I was 16, like a sophomore in high school or whatever. I was dating this girl, and she comes up to me one day. She says, "I'm pregnant." And I'm like, "Oh, shit, fucking here we go. Got to go through this shit." But, I mean, I did everything right. Like, I went to every doctor's appointment and everything. I was there all the time with her. Like, I was planning on marrying this girl. I was like, shit, she's having my baby. Like, fuck, I'm going to, make it real, make it honest. And then so fucking go through all that shit, all the doctor's appointments. Day comes up, where the baby's going to come out. And all my friends, like, have been messing with me the whole time. They're like, "Oh, man, you don't know. You might have a black baby." And I'm like, "Oh, shut the fuck up, guys."
She was
just have a black baby.
Like she was getting around or what? What are they insinuating?
Yeah, you know, one of the looser girls,
Okay.
we'll say. But fucking, I mean, you know, when you're young and dumb and in love, you're like, no, you're wrong about her, blah blah blah. You don't listen to any of that shit.
Okay, so
But then,
did it?
fucking,
Let me go ahead and guess real quick. Did she end up actually being pregnant?
oh yeah, no, she was pregnant. Like I went through the whole 9 months with her, every doctor's appointment.
And then,
Like it was real.
and
Then day come that she was giving birth, and freaking we're at the hospital and everything. She gives birth. I'm holding one leg. Her mom's holding the other leg. We say push. That baby comes out like a freaking water slide, like no pushing at all. Brown skin, jet black ass hair. So all my friends immediately were right. I was kind of pissed off about that.
that's crazy. A lot of times black
Like,
babies aren't even really super like definitively black at first. You know what I mean? So to even tell right away, that's
no, so well, apparently he was Samoan. Like after the baby was born and we got back in the room and everything, I'm like, what the fuck's up with this? She's like, yeah, so by the way, I fucked this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy.
fuck.
Like, all 5 fingers on her hand. I'm like, God. Fuck,
And
dude, fucking serious.
what do you think you did that made her do that to you?
You know, I still struggle with that. Sometimes I'm like, damn, was it my dick? Because I'm sure I've learned a lot of tricks by now, and I've been cheated on, but not that bad.
Oh man, that's crazy. I mean, that's like a cliche almost. It's just crazy it happened to you. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no, and I mean, I tell the story to everybody because, like, despite like that shit happening, I think it's fucking hilarious.
That's great. Well, thanks for calling in with that, bro. I'm grabbing another call right now. Let's do it. But I will.
man.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for calling. I never knew anybody that actually happened to, so I appreciate it.
No problem, man. I figured you'd
All
love
right.
it. All right.
Talk to you later. Bye. Oh, hello, Rebecca. How's it going?
Hello.
Thanks for calling. How's it going?
Hey, pretty good. Not bad, not bad. How about yourself?
I am doing excellent. I'm doing excellent. Off to a pretty wild start already, to be honest. So.
Oh wow, I just got here, so I was playing Mario Kart and I saw the message pop up. I'm like, I forgot all about that, so I had to, finish my race, and now I'm here. So let's get started on this breakup story. It's horrible.
Oh, I'm excited, to be honest with you.
All right, so I was with this guy for about 14 years. We met when we were 17. It was in 1992. And we were together, like I said, 14 years, but I kept catching him on his computer when he would play these online games talking to this chick. And I was like, whatever, like quit talking to her so much, whatever. I was jealous. I was immature. And of course I had a reason to, be irritated, but he would reassure me, oh, she lives in Canada and this and that. And this is an online game. You think I'm going to mess around? What can I do online? I'm like, okay. So it was about like 2 years off and on. I would catch him. And then one day, we just confronted each other and, got an argument about it. And I gave him an ultimatum. And he chose her, I guess.
That's
it
crazy.
never really got with her. But the thing is, the worst part of the breakup is the petty things I did to him during, like, the breakup. And honestly, I think it was both of our fault because he was just real, like, I don't know. He wouldn't give in the relationship. You know what I mean? He wouldn't give anything. It was always like take, and then not. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, as far as, like all of the emotional things about a relationship. And it's not his fault that he couldn't give me what he wanted. It's his fault that he didn't even like break up with me. I had to like worm it out of him. And he like saved this girl's number under his phone under so many names. And I ended up calling them all. But
so did you talk to her or no?
Oh, yeah, I did. And she was just like laughing in my face. So I wrote her number down on all these dollar bills. And I worked at a parking lot booth at the time. And I just wrote her number on all these bills. And they ended up calling me saying, hey, please stop writing her number on these bills. She's getting all these calls and blah, blah, blah. I was like,
That's
I don't
fantastic.
give a F,
That's hilarious.
I think I broke like 2 of his phones. I called Jerry Springer. I was going to kick her ass. But, I didn't really want to. I thought maybe there's a chance I'll get my ass kicked on TV, and I didn't want to do that. I was over it at that time.
So do you think they actually hooked up or no?
I have no idea, but I know it didn't last if they did, because he's like living with his mother now. We're 40 something.
Oh man.
So yeah, I mean, that's how it would have still been if we hadn't broke up. So I think she did me a favor.
I guess so.
Yeah. But really, I didn't think anybody in particular was at fault for the breakup itself when we just grew apart. But he wasted my freaking time the last 2 years, because he confessed, after we broke up after a while, that he'd known for a very long time, but he didn't know how to say it. I'm like, oh, you chicken shit.
It's crazy that relationships have the same problems, like no matter what stage in people's lives they happen in. You know what I mean? Like it's remarkable.
Oh my
like
God,
this
yes.
could be a 16-year-old story the same way it's happening to you. I also thought it was going to end with you guys being together. I would either thought the story would have ended with you and him still together, or with him and the Canadian girl still together.
No.
I wasn't expecting him to just end up alone.
No, he's I don't know. He's had a couple girlfriends, but nobody can deal with him either. Nobody can deal with me either. I'm still single. I can't knock him because I don't want to be like one-sided about this.
Well, if you're trying to find somebody, you should get on the game and hook somebody else's man. It works.
I could, but you know what? I'm happier single. I'm happier single than I've ever been in my life. I think it's been like 6 years since I've even tried to date anybody. I'm done.
There you
I'm
go.
old anyway. I don't even want to waste my time.
There you go. Get a cat.
Well, yeah, I've got. Oh, never mind. I'm not.
Oh, you were about to say a lot of cats. Oh, I almost heard it.
Only 3.
Oh. Thanks for calling. I appreciate it.
It was awesome talking to you.
Yeah, you too. Have a good one.
You too.
Pretty good. I gotta tell you, it's like when somebody tells you their body count, you have to divide it by a certain number. If a single 40-year-old woman tells you she has 3 cats, she has 9 cats. Like I there's no question in my mind she has 9 cats. No, I'm just kidding, Rebecca. Thank you for calling. You were fantastic. No, good for you. If you think something's going on, it probably is, right? So you thought he was talking to her much on the game, then you found her texting him, him texting her. Am I having a stroke? Him texting her? Like, guess what? Something's going on. Something's going on. It's not nothing. Uncle Me. What's up, Mono? How's it going? I like how she said chicken shit too. Chicken shit. My mom always said that. It's funny. I was dating this girl for on and off for like 3 years. We were living together and we went to this pizza place. It's actually right by where I live now, but we were having lunch and I was just kind of zoned out. Like I was on my phone. I was not paying attention. I was like barely responding to what she was saying, this and that. And then I kind of looked up and she went, "Wait, are we breaking up right now?" And I was like, I think so. Like we just wrote it out. She was moved out within the week. Like absolutely out of left field, killed it. Relationship done. I was all for it. Like I was all there for me. Chicken shit's a Southern thing. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, thanks for watching, Johnny. I appreciate it, bro. Thanks for sending the stars. Oh, I forgot during that call, so I got a nice, no one strings together funnier compilations than you. This phone and show is such a dope idea. Thank you, bro. I think it's gonna be a great show if we can get. I do not have 9 cats yet. Okay, we'll split the difference and call it 5.5. Uh-oh, phones are a little less active than they were last episode. We're gonna have to have one of you guys call in. Somebody's just gonna have to bite the bullet. We're all enjoying watching, all of us. So you're just gonna have to hit the phone 540-583-4464. That's 540 judging. Dial it up. Love Uncle Meat, best streamer. Thank you so much. Oh, that's your new speed. I missed you, Speedwagon. You did say that yesterday, but I didn't recognize you, so I appreciate it. Ain't got no breakup stories. That's its own red flag there. What happened? I can always come in with another one. All right, Drew, let's do it. I'll take a second call from you over no call. Let's go. Plus, what else could even have happened to you? Seems like you're almost unlucky in love. There he is. How's it going, Drew?
What's going on, man? All right, so the story I told you about last time, there was a girl before that.
Also
Pretty
still
much
in high
same
school, right?
scenario.
Because you were 16?
Oh, dude, this was like the year before. I was slamming it back then. I was admittedly a bit of a man whore.
Okay, go on. Well, it's high school. There's no rules in high school. I mean,
Well,
if there
I
was,
mean,
you're breaking
apparently-
them already, so.
Oh yeah, dude, that's a whole nother episode. But yeah, freaking this girl too. She was like, I'm pregnant. Like all these girls wanted to have my baby apparently. And so, but the thing is, she lived up in like about an hour and a half away from me. We were like 15, so we'd only got together like a couple times when like her grandma drove her down to see me or something, and we managed to sneak off. So I'm like, damn, well that kind of sucks. So then I hide it for a couple weeks from my family, and then my mom like goes through my phone for something, you know, like 14, 15 years old, something like that. And she sees all the texts being like, oh yeah, we're gonna have babies, blah blah blah. And by that point she was like, oh yeah, I went to the doctor, it's twins. And so my mom's like, no, this
Yeah.
is some bullshit.
Yeah.
Get in our car right now, go right the fuck up there and see what the fuck is going on. And so we get up there, we stop, you know, like Walgreens, CVS, something like that along the way, pick up a pregnancy test. Fucking get there, she's like, go inside that bathroom right now, piss on that. And she went in there, pissed on it, came back, both of them negative.
Boom. Was she asking you for
Boom.
anything?
I mean, we were planning on like shit, like being like, this is our kids, like, and we got to take care of it and being together and shit. But
Do you think she really thought she was pregnant, or was she just, you think she was fucking with you for sure?
no, I mean, I'd met her through my stepbrother, and he like kind of, you know, warned me like, hey, she's a little crazy, and I'm like, you know, so am I. So
Did he ask, what
But,
are you
I
doing,
didn't-
step bro?
no, it wasn't like that. It wasn't that stepbro. That was a different stepbro. No,
All right.
that basically, I fucking basically broke up with her right then and there. That was, like,
You
the
would
first
think that when
heartbreak,
that happened to you the first time, that then like you would have been more careful about knocking this next broad up, possibly, right? Even though I
Well, no,
guess you
'cause
did
this
it,
one-
you did it,
this one-
right? But
this one was the first time. The second time was when, you know, Black Baby.
and I don't even want to know about the third time.
Oh, the third one is now I have a kid now.
That one was for real. Third time's the charm.
That's right.
The last girl I was with before I met my wife, when we broke up, she said she was pregnant, but she was also like habitually full of shit. So right off top, she also said it like right as we broke up. There wasn't even like a pause or like a day.
Okay, yeah, red flag
Like we
right
broke
there.
up and like I dropped her off, and within that night she was like, I'm pregnant. And I was like, okay. And then like a few days later,
Bullshit.
she texted me and she was like, oh, so you are gonna give up your rights to the baby? I was like, you know what? Have your lawyer call my lawyer. We'll draw it all up. That's all good. And I never really heard about it again.
No, so she never like hit you back up being like, yeah, I lost the baby because of the stress you put me through, you fucking asshole.
No, she called me up trying to fight my new girlfriend over the TV of hers that I still had, but it wasn't that big of a deal.
Well, I mean, that's a legitimate reason.
Yeah, I would do it.
Fucking TV.
Word, thanks, bro.
Fuck a baby,
Well,
give me that TV.
wrap it up because this could happen to you again. anytime.
Girl I'm with now 6. I'm all right. I'm settled.
All
I'm
right.
good. All right. Take care, man.
See ya. I lay miserable. I am married, actually. I am married. I've been married for like, I don't know, 7 or 8 years, somewhere in there. My wife is the one who called about the girl who was getting stalked at her work. She is a beautiful Asian woman, and I'm not, so it works out. Bree said next episode, rules you broken. I have a good list of episodes, bro. I have a huge list of episodes. We can do more than one topic. If you guys don't want to call about breakups, I have a million topics. I don't really care. I will cater this show to the viewers. I have picky eaters, weird things you eat, huh? How about any weird things that you eat? That's like one of the main ones I've been wanting to do because I know people eat some weird ass things. I eat Ruffles with ketchup. Like not a lot, but when I eat Ruffles, I put ketchup on it. Because it's delicious. It's potatoes. It's not gross. But I know somebody has the gross ones. I eat butt. Yeah. That one's less uncommon. Hey, Your Honor, if you want, I can hang up a bunch of BetterHelp flyers around NYC and just change the phone number to your show's number. That's hilarious. My brother eats mayonnaise and peanut butter sandwiches. Ooh, yo, that is exactly the kind of thing I want to hear about. That is fucking disgusting. Guess what? Straight to jail. That is fucking nasty, but also like, no, I cannot even make an argument for why that's okay. That's fucking nasty. Mayonnaise goes on almost any sandwiches besides a peanut butter sandwich. It's like one of the only ones. He defends this shit till the day he dies. What did I miss? What? You didn't miss anything. We had a bunch of people calling and talk about breakups, Larry. If you want to call in and talk about a breakup, feel free. Or you could call in and talk about some weird shit that you eat. What's something weird that you eat? Tell me. People that dip Oreos and Chips Ahoy in water because they don't like milk. If you don't like milk, just you give up the option to dip your cookies. Like that's not a substitute thing. Soy milk. There's so many milk substitutes too. To choose water, that unforgivable. It is nasty. Shame him. That's bad, and he should feel bad. I eat a lot of weird shit. Call the number right now, Larry. I want to hear a list. 540 judging. Let's do it. I eat a lot of weird shit. Sister used to eat applesauce with mac and cheese. Those are two different temperature things. Like that's fucking wild. Also, it's two mushy things. Like I can understand two weird things if they're sharply contrasting in textures like that. I can see that, but that's fucking crazy. Two mushy things. I'm Asian. A lot of the shit I eat is weird. I'm not going to get into it, but I have seen you eat some weird things and I have smelled some weird things that you were eating 100%. 100%. I can't believe I wore this backwards on the last stream, but why would the zipper be in front? I guess it makes sense. I don't know. I've never graduated a single thing in my life, so this is the only time I wear this gown is for my made up judge time. I'm new to all this. All right. I'm hitting the text lines. Oh, we're getting a call. It's screening. I'm gonna wait patiently so I can say their name when I answer like a professional guy. I used to be able to get dudes to put like small handful of spinach on my bagel with cream cheese, but nobody does it anymore. That's not weird. But when you say I used to be able to get dudes to put spinach on my bagel, like that's a really odd way to phrase that. Ooh, Michael calling about a birth. Let's hear it. Michael, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, or I will call you an asshole?
I do.
All right, let's hear it.
So my ex took me to court, and that was interesting.
All right, go on.
I met her on Tinder. Went out for 3 months. Then coronavirus hit us.
And so you were
and
stuck together for the next 6 months?
That's exactly what happened. We were together for the next year, actually.
This is like the plot to an Amazon movie.
Yeah, it's gonna be like not a good movie. But she's like a self-harmer, and she had like borderline personality disorder, and she was actually really scary to be around, and she like trapped me in my closet and like wouldn't let me go. And I telling her she's being cruel. She didn't care, and I broke up with her, and then she manipulated me to get back with her, and then I broke up with her again, and she manipulated me to get back with her. And eventually I just got her out of my home. But then she went back to her place because she owned her own place. So she had her own place, but it was full of sewage. And turns out that we don't know how many months it was full of sewage because she moved in with me during COVID. And so like the place was flooded with sewage. And so she came back and moved back in with me again. To speed things along, basically what happened was one day I was telling her that I've been thinking about cheating on you. And I've decided that instead of cheating on you, I'm confessing that I would like to fix what's wrong with us. And she didn't like those words coming out of my mouth. And so she ended things. And she said, let's not talk to each other. And I said, okay, I agree with those terms. And then my brother almost died 4 times within the span of 2 weeks. And then she contacted me saying, hey, how are you doing? And I was like, oh, this means we can talk to each other. And so I contacted her back, and then she threatened me with police. I'm like, that's a really weird response, because you're basically saying you can talk to me, but I'm not allowed to talk to you now that we're not together anymore. And so then I was like, okay, I'll go away. So then 6 months passed, and she says, you can contact me, but only if it's an emergency. Well, my roommate killed himself in my house.
Oh. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry, I almost interrupted that. Go ahead.
Yeah, I haven't put many pauses. I probably should put more pauses.
No, you're okay.
But basically, found my dead roommate in my house, called her, and she freaked out that I was contacting her. And so basically, the conversation was 1 minute, and she basically laughed that there's a dead person in my house. So I hung up on her, and then basically I put a tweet out that basically the tweet said, the reason why we broke up was because I lived in fear of you the entire time we were together. And she saw that tweet, didn't like it, decided to take me to court for abuse. And then the sheriff laughed at her. My attorney laughed at her. It cost me thousands of dollars. And then she went before the judge. And then the judge said, when was the last time he touched you or yelled at you? And she's like, oh, he's never done any of that. And then the judge says, I'm going to have to throw this out. And then she screamed and literally fought in the courthouse with the judge for 10 minutes.
Oh, and, I can tell you we don't like that.
Yeah, that's the whole story.
Okay, so when you said that she like trapped you in a closet and you were like she was manipulating you to get back with you, does all that sound to you like you are part of this issue? Like you are letting her back into your life willingly? And also when you went to cut her loose, like you thought you were going to break up with her, you were like, oh, you know what? Actually, let's fix it. So up to that point, would you say or acknowledge that a lot of it was your doing?
How so?
Well, if it was really as bad as you're saying, you could have chosen to end it at any time and kept it ended, right? Like I've had several bad girlfriends. I've never been like, you know what I'd like to do is date her again. Let's get her over here. You know what I mean? It's not. So I was just. It's obviously you were willing, right?
It's
You weren't trapped
I
in the
didn't.
closet the whole time.
No, it's like I didn't know how to get her stuff out of my place, type thing.
Does that
I don't
sound
know if
like
I
a
wanna
real
live with
reason
her
to you?
forever. No, because you think you can like fix someone, and then so like the person you imagine is like made up in your head. So you're like, we can fix this, and so
I would say that's true to an extent that you make up a version of a person in your head. Sure, that's true. Um, COVID
yeah,
times were
should
crazy though. You know what I mean? A lot of people. It was hard to willingly. Yeah, my wife just said in the chat, COVID times were really lonely and difficult for a lot of people. Yeah, it's. I mean, when you're paired up with somebody like that, it's hard to cut them to like decide to just call it quits. How many times did you guys break up and get back together?
3 times. But well, no, we got back together twice. Once was because we broke up, and then like basically we pretended the conversation never happened, so like nothing ever happened. Second time was we got her stuff out of my house, but then like when we got her stuff to her place, because she still was renting a place even though she was living with me, that's when we found the sewage and basically saying it's best if you just move back in with me because your place is ruined.
So
And then
she was
the
renting that
third
house,
time,
or she owned that house?
she was renting her place. I owned my place. She was living in a dump. Like I owned my place in like a nice part of town.
Hmm. Well, it doesn't matter if her shit was fucking flooded, other than her shit was ruined. But you know what I mean? It's not her house. Who
It
gives a
ruined
shit?
all of her stuff. Yeah, it ruined all of her stuff, and she didn't have anything because like it was basically ruined.
I
So yeah,
just.
a little bit of her, a little bit of me. Moral of the story: don't go out with crazy.
I mean, yeah. I mean, there's no way to tell at first, and it's hard to put crazy on whoever. But it does sound like something was going on. Thanks for calling, bro. I appreciate it.
Of course.
Have a good one.
Take care.
Felt got my list of weird shit I eat. Call in, All right, Bree. While you're getting the courage to call, how about Larry? Why don't you call in and give me the list? I'm ready to hear it. I'm ready to hear it. I'm gonna take a hard line on some of these calls. I'm not just gonna agree because you're calling, but I'm not gonna be straight up mean to anybody unless it's in a funny way. So don't be scared to call. But also I can't just be a yes man. I'm a fucking judge, okay? We like to have fun and games, but this is a serious place. It's a courtroom. So we can't be talking willy-nilly and be reckless with our words, unless it's me, because I love to be silly and be reckless with my words. Ooh, we are getting a call. Ooh, they're processing the audio for the screening. Oh, okay, this is Larry with the weird shit he eats. Let's hear it. I'm about to judge the fuck out of you, Larry. Get ready. How's it going, boss?
What's going on, brother?
How you doing?
Oh, same shit, different smell.
All right, so what do you eat? Is that you said you have a lot of quirks and a thing with chips, so
Well, let's see. Let's start with a lot of, like, I eat SpaghettiOs a lot.
how old are you?
So the first thing is, I'm 32.
Unforgivable. Go ahead.
Right, at a certain age, you should just stop.
It's
But,
not, it wasn't
like, I
acceptable
do
when
like
we were
SpaghettiOs.
kids, but it's less acceptable now that you have a choice.
So I eat like SpaghettiOs, but like I mix match it. Like how some people do like ramen and they just add random shit to it to kind of like church it up. I do that with SpaghettiOs. So like the first thing I do is like SpaghettiOs. I put like either chips or croutons. It's like texture. It's like something crunchy. and then I put cheese in there, like mozzarella cheese or Colby Jack
Croutons.
cheese.
Okay, mozzarella cheese. That's reasonable. You shouldn't be adding anything to SpaghettiOs, but that doesn't sound crazy. Mozzarella cheese into pasta. That's fine. Croutons into pasta is that's
insane, right?
first of all double starch. I always will call out double starch, but croutons into pasta. I love croutons, and I eat croutons out of the bag like they're chips sometimes, but I would never do that.
It's like it's a texture thing for me. I love like crunchy things. So I don't know. It's just
that's why sushi's good.
maybe
It's a
I'm
lot of
autistic.
different. It's a lot of different. You said
Undiagnosed autism right here.
oh, maybe you got to take a test, like on BuzzFeed, not like a real test, like just on BuzzFeed, maybe.
No. Go to the like fucking like the clickbaity shit. That's how you really get diagnosed.
Exactly. You're on it.
All right, the next one is like I do eat ramen, but I put barbecue sauce in there.
Oh, okay, are you eating it with the soup, or you're eating dry, like not dry noodles, but just the
kind
cooked
of like
noodles
how the hot
with
noodles are, just like with straight that thick ass sauce? No. Well, I mix it in with the soup, so it's kind of like a barbecue
soup, a barbecue
deal.
soup. Yeah. You almost had it. Yeah, barbecue soup.
Okay, yeah.
I can't get jiggy with that. I don't think that's. How come?
I did it whenever I was younger.
What makes you? Hey, Emily, thanks for sending stars. Let's go. What makes you eat like you're in prison? What makes you want to do that? It's like you eat like a kid that's in prison. Why is that?
The funny thing is like I grew up not really impoverished, but not really rich. We didn't get food stamps for some reason, but we certainly could have used them.
Yeah, you were in the red zone.
Yeah, and right there in that zone. So it's like a lot of it was like me trying to, build better meals with what I had. So it's kind of like an impoverished mindset. The funny thing is, I actually worked as a correctional officer for fucking 7 years.
Oh, so you're up in the jail taking notes. You see them.
Yeah. I got the notepad. I'm like, crushed pickles. I never thought about that.
Oh, you put the Doritos inside the tortilla. I could do that.
And then add water. Oh my God, that's brilliant. It's like a wet burrito type situation.
Okay, actually, let's tap into that. What's some of the craziest shit you've seen people cooking or eating in jail when you were a correctional officer?
Dude, let me tell you, the fucking prisoners, like, they got nothing but time, and they got to figure out something to do with all the commissary that they get, right? So I've seen them make cakes, like full-on fucking cakes, man, like Betty Crocker shit.
How do they bake it? Do they have access to a microwave, or is it they hook some shit up?
It's really ingenious. Okay. So what they'll do is they'll take like the cookies, like the fake ass Oreo cookies, right?
Okay.
They'll separate the cookies from the cream in the middle. They'll set the cream off to the side because that is going to be their icing. They add a little bit of soda, a little bit of fucking like little Kool-Aid flavor packets, make it to any kind of icing they want to. It's like they're freaking whipped topping right there. Then they take the cookies and they crush them all up, add a little bit of water to it, and then they put it in like a bag that they have like these meat bags, right? That like come with like tuna fish or whatever the fuck meat.
Oh, and it's chicken. I've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah. They'll stick the like batter or whatever the fuck in that, and then they'll put it in a hot pot. So they'll use the hot water to bake and like solidify it. It's fucking insane.
That's remarkable.
So that's how they. Yeah, I mean, shit.
All right.
Some of them, what they'll do is they'll take the heating.
Yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead.
So what they'll do is they'll take the heating element out of the hot pot, stick it up under their metal bunks, and then have something like pushed up against it.
And they make it like a hibachi. Yeah. I've seen that on TikTok. I get videos of people in prison all the time. Yeah.
So they're sitting there freaking like grilling up like Benihana. They got the little onion volcano just
He flipped the egg
I'm
into
over
his
here
hat.
like walking the run. I'm like, I hear, yeah, I'm over here walking the run. I hear choo choo, and I'm like, what the fuck? You got the little choo choo train in here, man. That's crazy, man.
I always love hearing prison food stories. So that was, as soon as you said correctional officer, we were already talking about food. What else? You got anything else weird that you eat?
I do like pickled sausages.
You pickle them yourself, or they sell them like that? I've never heard of that.
No, they sell them like that, but they're like the little red sausages over there by the fucking beef jerky and all that other shit. It's like hot pickled sausages.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But I eat those with like tahine or like fucking pickle salt. So it's like double sodium. I'm like, fuck it. I'm like,
Have you had any blood work done? Like, do you know where you're
I
at?
need to. I'm reaching that age, honestly. I used to do fucking Lucas bombs. You know what that is?
No.
Okay, it's a lemon lime salt. Lucas was like a lemon lime salt that was produced in Mexico. But as a kid, we were stupid, and we used to do these things called Lucas bombs on a dare. So Lucas bombs, they were like these little small, like little containers of lemon lime salt. Lucas bomb would be pour the entire thing of salt in your mouth and eat it.
Oh,
as kids.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, dude, it was fucking. Imagine having heartburn at fucking like 10.
So just nobody was taking care of you, and still no one is. No one. I can tell by the way you're eating now. Still, no one's taking care of you. Like you don't eat like that, and you have a wife, right?
No, I do have a wife. I have wife and kids and everything.
Why doesn't she make you stop doing that? Like, I one time had DoorDash. I was high as fuck on edibles, and I DoorDashed a taco 12-pack, and I ate like 11 hard tacos several years ago. And my wife came in and she said, hey, you can't eat tacos like that. You can't eat that many tacos. Like 3 or 4, sure, that's a lot, but like you can't eat 10 tacos. That's not right. And that's because she loves me. So if your wife sees you putting croutons into SpaghettiOs, she should say something to you.
Well, okay, the whole, she said something about the whole SpaghettiO thing.
Oh, that's where she drew the line.
The hot pickled. Yeah. That's the line in the sand right there, buddy.
Well, doesn't she get mad
Yeah.
about the way you're stinking up the house? Like when you break the
Well, like I
toilet,
said,
she's not mad about what you're eating.
No, she gets mad about what I'm eating because she's a vegetarian and I'm not. So she already gets mad at what I'm eating. She'll be like, I'll cook some chicken. She'll be like, oh my god, just the whole house stinks. I'm like, I got it seasoned well.
She's mad because it smells good.
Right? Yeah. She's like, God damn it.
Thanks a lot,
Now,
bro.
the pickled sausage thing. I do that while I'm at work because I work at USPS right now. Used to work as a correctional officer, but I'm actually going to go back to being a correctional officer. So I'm fucking delivering the mail. Smell like fucking hot pickled sausage.
Do you find that it's the same kind of person that can work at both places, the mail, like the post office and the prison?
The thing about working at a prison is you have to be able to compartmentalize your mentality with working behind bars withheld from your family and friends, because you're not able to take a cell phone in there. So essentially you go in behind the bars and anything could be happening out in the real world, and that's just the term that a lot of people use at prison is the real world or free world. They'll be like the real world or free world. That's just a term defined by going outside of the bars. But while you're in prison, you're basically behind bars with them. So it's just being able to compartmentalize that and being able to, kind of take a deep breath and, go through the whole, being around murderers, rapists, and thieves,
I mean, you're still probably having a way better time than them, right? You're over there eating SpaghettiOs in the break room. I know they're having hibachi backstage.
No, this is my mentality, and it's fucked up, but it's hilarious. Like I was at prison, and they would talk so much shit about me. I'm like kind of a chubby white guy. The list goes on of all the shit you can call me. But I've reached at a young age such an apathetic mentality on what people think about me that nothing really bothers me. I mean, I'm the guy that was talking to you with the small hand. You know what I'm saying? So fat white with a small hand. You know what I'm saying? I've been called every name in the book. So at a young age, I realized whatever you fucking call me means nothing to me because it doesn't have any effect on my life whatsoever, you know? So these inmates are sitting here like, fat ass white boy and this and that. You probably fucking do this and that.
You're
that,
probably
you know,
home eating
whatever the fuck you
SpaghettiOs
do.
with cheese in it and shit, motherfucker.
Yeah, you fat bastard. But no, it's always funny. I'm like, and it's like my mentality is like, oh, ow, that hurts, man. Whenever I go home and I'm drinking my Dos Equis, I'll be sure to cry about this. Whenever
Oh,
I'm laying in my Tempur-Pedic mattress,
dude,
I will reflect upon this and feel sad.
I'm gonna think about this when I'm driving home right now.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like on the drive home, I'm gonna really reflect upon this whenever I go see my family.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Just really hurt them, you know. Like at that point, they can't win. How can you beat me? I'm free. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
And all these other officers, you know, they don't have the same mentality as me. So, you know, these inmates, and they're like, fuck your mom and this and that. And these dumbass officers are like, what'd you say? And I'm like, why are you getting mad? You are free. You're not in here locked up, you idiot.
I mean, plus
You know,
sometimes
you
you,
go
do
home
fuck
at
them
the
up,
end of-
right? So I'm sure you don't, guys. I'm sure you don't never
I mean,
fuck
well,
them up.
it's
So
oh yeah, well that whole like line right there, it fucks them up. They're like, damn, man, you didn't have to go that hard, man. It's just fucked up. I was like, you just said fuck your mom. Come on now. It's just like, you got to stay with me here, man. Now, I used to cut up in prison, man. I go off.
Sounds
Like I'd be doing like you have to do count every other hour, right? And they got these things called bed books. Bed books have their name, their like full name, TDCJ number, where they live, where they work, their fucking height, their weight, like the whole thing. And you have to confirm with them, hey, your name, where you stay, and what's your number, you know, just like the whole thing. And this dude asked me a off-the-wall question, you know, I'm doing count, and he's like, such and such wood bunk. And he's like, how much you say I weigh? Out of nowhere, I was just like, shit, fat as hell. He's like, oh, that's fucked up, man.
that's what the scale said.
So I used to just fucking, yeah, that's what, hey, man, don't blame me. That's the scale, man. Nah, I used to fucking cut up all the time.
It sounds
man.
like you're excited to go back. You're gonna pack your lunch
I
and
am
go
excited
to jail.
go back because, yeah, right. I am excited to go back because I need a more constant schedule. The shit that I've been dealing with at the post office is just like, for the last 2 months, has been 6 days on with 1 day off. And sometimes on that 1 day off, they'll still call me and be like, hey, we need you to come to work. I'm like, God damn it, dude. So it's like it's like I go in early, get there at 7, you know, get done with my route that I'm assigned to at like 2, but even still, they're like, oh yeah, also go do this shit. And I'm like, all right, fuck, and I go do that shit, and I come back, oh yeah, also do this shit. I'm like, God damn it, dude. So I didn't get home till like 4 or 5, and I'm like, I've been gone all fucking day. I haven't been able to get shit done. You know, shit closes at fucking 5 or 6, you know.
And
So it's just been
you're in
fucking,
prison,
like,
so
really
you
fucking
can't
with me.
get there.
Right? No, well, it's like the prison job. It's like 6 days on with 3 days off, and they're not going to call you in on your days off, and you accrue time as soon as you start working there. So you can fucking accrue time as soon as you start working there and call in at any time. The problem with the United States Postal Service is you can't call in as an RCA, which is what I am, a rural carrier assistant. It's basically like the workhorse of the fucking industry. And if you call in once, they're like, all right, you're fired.
Oh, you're the low man
There's
on
like
the
no-
post
there's like
office
no-
totem pole.
Yeah, the shit stick as it would be. So it's
Yeah,
like,
bro.
yeah.
Well,
you
good
can't
luck
call
when you
in.
go back
And
to
I'm not trying
prison. And I hope you figure out some cool new
Right?
shit to eat. Call back and let me know what new
Well,
weird
that-
things you're eating.
The last thing I do, it's like a quirk.
Okay.
So the last thing I fucking do is like I take chips, and especially like while I'm on the route, I'll crush them up, and then I just kind of like feed bag them. I just dump them in my mouth.
The whole bag?
Yeah, well, not the whole bag, you know, but like, you know, a mouthful at a time, if you will. you
Yeah,
know?
but
I
to
don't-
eat
I
a
don't got
whole
that big
bag
of a
like
mouth,
it's
you know, I'm
that.
not-
I mean, that's not that weird. I thought you were gonna say you're like snorting them or something. That's not crazy.
Hell yeah. Snort some Doritos, buddy.
Give it some
Morning,
time.
man.
You're getting there.
Right, you're on your way, buddy.
All All right, bro. Thanks for calling.
Hell yeah, brother.
Have
Later.
a good one. It's like when you see someone working at the post office, you probably think, like, I bet he's been to prison before, but you don't think he's the guard normally. I'm sorry I keep fucking with this shit. I have like a very small amount of green screen covering up my actual chair, so it can look like I'm sitting in this fake chair. So sometimes it needs adjusting. Man's got high blood pressure. No question. No question. Yo, you can't, I'm not one to tell anyone how to eat. But I know that that's not right. Oh, yo, I didn't bring this up because I was on a call, but somebody said in the chat, my ex would eat green beans with ranch dressing and loved it. Fresh green beans, I could see it. Like if they were cooked fresh green beans, that sounds fine. And green beans, that sounds really, really gross. And also like a tummy ache. Oh, we're getting a call, baby. I'm gonna wait so I can say her. No, I'll just ask. Hello, it didn't let me know what your name is. Who do I got here?
Oh, it's Les Miserables.
Oh, how's it going?
Hey, good.
Are you calling in for breakup stories or weird shit that you eat? Or is there a story
don't
that ties
have
them
any-
both together?
I don't have any weird breakup stories. And it's nothing weird that I eat. Just like I work at Starbucks, and one of our customers eats weird, like orders a weird order.
Okay. I'm excited.
Yeah. So like I work at Starbucks, and I work like a lot of opening shifts. So I'm usually there at 5 a.m., but like we open at 5:30.
Okay.
And we have this girl who comes through every single day, every day. And like she's there at like 5:30 pretty much on the dot every day. And she orders 4 venti Americano mistos, which like wouldn't be too weird if she was like ordering them for friends. But she orders them all for herself, 4 venti drinks every morning at 5:30 in the morning. And she orders them with extra foam. And she always brings her own spoon. And then she like, when we hand her the drink, she'll take the lid off and just start like eating it with her spoon, just eating the foam. She wants foam every time. She's gotten mad at us for not putting enough foam in there before.
What? So you think she drinks all those coffees first thing in the morning, or do you think she batches them out throughout the day?
Well, like
I mean, she eats all the foam
I
right
feel
away,
like-
but what about the coffees?
Well, because like it's an Americano misto, so there's just like 3 espresso shots in the bottom.
And
so
the foam?
like I don't know what she does with the espresso, but she's eating all the foam first thing in the morning, and it takes us 8.5 minutes to make those drinks. and yeah, it's just weird. She brings her own spoon, and it's like $30 every single day. Like,
Do you think that she would
And
just
the-
get
the
everything to make
weird-
it at home at that point?
yeah, maybe. I don't know.
That much
But, like,
espresso would
the thing that's
destroy
weird-
anyone in the morning. Like any more than 4 shots of espresso at 5:30 in the morning can put you on the toilet till 8 a.m. Like straight up. Like it could be hours. So if she's really drinking like 12 shots of espresso every day, even not even every morning, every day, destroyed. Like wherever. I hope she doesn't shit at work. Like that's crazy.
What scares me about her is that she's a psychologist, though. Like
Well,
a psychologist.
you know
or a
what that
therapist
means is that
what
she
I've
knows
heard.
something is very wrong. Like that means that she knows that something's happened. Like it's no good.
Yeah, no, she intimidates me. But yeah,
So-
no, she's gotten mad. Like if we don't put enough foam in there, like extra foam. It's soy milk. It's like I don't know. It's a whole thing.
I think we're gonna ask something that everybody wants to hear right now. how mad do you guys get when people like are ordering this TikTok shit? Like I need frappuccino, like I need a white fucking a vanilla bean frappuccino with 3 pumps of this and 3 pumps of that. Like they're trying to make some shit they saw on TikTok. Like, does that not only gum up the works, but does it also like piss you guys off, or is it fine?
Like, want to make inclusions and whatever. Like, I'm fine.
Huh. I always
But if
assume
they
you guys
just
would get really
come
mad.
up with like a Starbucks name and they're like, hey, I want like the unicorn fuzzy frappuccino thing, I'm like, I have no clue what that is. Like,
Yeah.
what do you want? I don't know what that is.
Yeah,
So,
also
like,
almost
if-
all
if
of them
they
usually
tell me
say how
one
to
shot
order.
white mocha, one shot of
Yeah.
blah 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 blah. That's fine, but just coming up with a made up name is not helpful.
Huh. So it's more acceptable than you think. That's crazy. My daughter's always screenshotting these shits and telling me to get it for you. I'm like, this is 8 shots of syrup. You cannot drink this. Like, by any means, you cannot drink. No one should drink this. I guess I just did a really awkward laugh to myself and it made me self-conscious. All right. Well, thank you for calling. I don't know what she's what would that much why the foam is. I'm gonna think about that for a while. Now I'm gonna go get one in the morning too. She made me want some.
Don't do it.
You think I'm gonna get hooked? You think I'll be back the next morning, first thing at the crack of dawn?
I mean, if you want to spend $30 a day, I guess it's Starbucks benefit. So
I drop at least we spending a little bit at Starbucks every morning if I could get it there. All right.
All right, you
Thanks
do
for
that.
calling. Have a good one.
thank you.
My word. A woman needs her foam. Also, yeah, it's just crazy that she doesn't make it herself at that point. Like if I was getting something that I knew was that weird, I would immediately try to figure out how to be doing it at home. It's like the guy in Mr. Deeds when he's like, I tried to make my own Frosty at home, but it wasn't the same. All right. It seems like it might be the right time to wrap it up. Unless anybody wants to call in and tell me something good. I'll give it the old. I'm gonna check my watch like there's not several clocks around me. We'll give it like 30 or 40 seconds. Thanks for coming though. Pretty good. Less calls. No, I wouldn't even say less calls, but we had some good calls and we got people calling. As long as people call, we can do this show 3 times a week. I'm gonna do it 3 times a week, maybe sometimes on the weekends, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. As long as you motherfuckers call, we will have a great time and I will say some mean things to some people. I'm ready. But I'll be nice to you. I'll say some mean things to someone, but if you call, I'll be nice to you. So go ahead and ring me up. Other than that, thanks for watching. Had a great time. On Friday, okay, let's pick the topic for Friday before we hop off real quick. If anybody's still in the chat, let's pick the topic for Friday. Ooh, scary dates. First time doing drugs. Try to get as many homies as possible to call. Hell yeah. Honestly, we're all watching this shit on Facebook, so sharing this shit on Facebook will be huge. If you could share it, other people will watch it, other people will call. As we're watching it, share it from your Facebook. That'll be fucking huge for me. All my Facebook, all you guys are from my Facebook, so I can tell you new TikTok comp. I'm gonna edit it right now. I have like, I'm gonna find the last couple of videos I need and I'm gonna edit it tonight. New TikTok comp tomorrow, and then we're gonna be live again on Friday. So, ooh, drug stories, first time drugs. Oh, 2 votes for drugs, and we're in it. And guess what? It doesn't even matter if anyone calls because I have enough drug stories to do the whole 90 minutes myself if that's what it's going to take. So let's do it. We'll do drugs. I'll fill in the time between calls and we'll have a good time. Maybe I'll do the stream while I'm on drugs. We'll do it up. It could be a themed episode. I guess I was smoking already. So, all right, Friday, first time doing drugs or crazy drug stories. We're doing it Friday, 7 o'clock, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook. If you're following me on one of those, find me on the other. Court is adjourned.